Arg, mateys. Welcome to Storytime today. Can you guess what Storytime's about? If you said pirates, you'd be right.
And guess what? I'm not really a pirate. I'm Mrs. Karen from the Harvard Diggins Library, and I'm glad you came back to Storytime today. As you can tell, I'm pretending I'm a pirate. I'm not really. Miss Anna's going to join me today, like she always does for our story time. And I'm glad you're here today, too. Because as our pirate said, we're reading stories about pirates. Pirates are kind of cool, aren't they? This story time is part of our 2020 Dig Deeper, Read, Investigate, Discover summer reading program. So today, my first story that I'm going to read is one of my all-time favorite pirate stories. It's written by Carolyn Creamy, and it's called Henry and the Buccaneer Bunnies. Now, in this story, Henry is a pirate, but he's not the usual kind of pirate. There's a lot of pirate things that he doesn't like to do because Henry really loves to read stories, which I hope you do too. So let's read about Henry and the Buccaneer Bunnies. This story is written by Carolyn Creamy, as I said, and it's illustrated by John Manders. And let's see what happens when Henry shares his stories with his pirate friends. Here we go. Henry and the Buccaneer Bunnies. Cruising the seven seas on a rickety old ship called the Salty Carrot sailed a wild, rowdy band of Buccaneer bunnies. They were bad, bad bunnies, all right. When pirates on other ships saw their long, floppy ears and their fluffy white tails, they shook with fear. The captain of the Salty Carrot was Barnacle Blackear, the baddest bunny brute of all time. Blackear was proud of his wooden paw, his golden earrings, and his mean reputation. What Blackear was not proud of was his son, Henry. Instead of performing his proper pirating duties, Henry was more interested in reading the books the buccaneers stole from other ships. And there's Henry right there reading one of those books that they stole.
Shout, shiver me timbers, Blackear ordered.
I'd rather finish this chapter, said Henry.
Make this prisoner walk the plank.
Can't I just read about it? Asked Henry.
Find yourself a parrot for your shoulder.
First I need to read up on parrot care, said Henry.
Buccaneer bunnies don't need books, said Blackear. Toss them overboard, he yelled to the other bunnies.
No, wait, cried Henry. Let me just finish them first.
Avast, cried Blackear. Swab the decks until ye come to your senses.
It doesn't sound like Blackear really likes books, does he? But just wait. And so Henry swabbed the decks day after day while reading some of his favorite books, like Rabbitson Crusoe and 30 Days to Longer Ears. Bet you can't learn how to do this from a book, Jean the Hare said while sharpening his hook. Henry sighed and turned the page.
You'll never find booty like this in a book, Calico Jack Rabbit told him, holding up his stolen loot.
Henry shrugged and turned the page. Can't do this with a book in your paw, Bartholomew Bunny said while sanding his peg leg. Henry just turned another page. As much as he loved his books, Henry was a lonely Buccaneer bunny if there ever was one. Then one morning he looked up at the red sky and wriggled his little pink nose. He heard the parrot squawk and saw fish jumping out of the water. If my books on meteorology are correct, those signs mean a big storm is headed this way, he thought. Henry tried telling Jean the Hare about the upcoming storm. Excuse me, but I believe a storm is coming, Henry said. But Jean was too busy polishing his pieces of 8. Go back to your books, Henry. He tried telling Calico Jack Rabbit. I'm pretty sure a storm is on the way, Henry said. But Calico Jack was too busy admiring his tattoo of a cabbage. "Don't bother me now, Henry." Finally, Henry cried, "Batten down the hatches! A huge storm is coming!"
"What do you know about storms?" Black-Ear demanded. "Get back to swabbing the deck before I make shark bait out of those books of yours."
Henry did as he was told, but he kept his little pink eyes on the skies. When he saw the rats abandoning ship, he started packing up his books in empty treasure chests. He knows exactly the right thing to say, doesn't he? The storm started small, a few low grumbles of thunder, a spike of lightning, then suddenly a crashing, bashing, thrashing wildcat of a hurricane broke loose. It shook the ship.
"Suffering sea dogs!"
It mangled the masts.
"Great blimey bilges!"
It stashed the sails, damaged the deck, and ripped up the rickety old salty carrot. All that was left floating on the choppy waters were a bunch of soggy bunnies and Henry's treasure chest filled with books. Uh-oh, look at them. Now they're stuck. I wonder who's going to come to their rescue. Let's see if you can guess. When the storm finally calmed down, Black-Ear, Henry, and the rest of the Buccaneers paddled to the nearest island. "We're ruined!" wailed Black-Ear. "No ship, no pieces of eight, no gems!" He sat in the sand and blubbered like a lily-livered landlubber. But Henry got to work. The first thing he did was build a two-story hut out of palm fronds and coconuts.
"How did ye learn to do that?"
asked Black-Ear. "I read it in 101 Things to Do with Palm Fronds and Coconuts," replied Henry. That's a pretty awesome house that he built, isn't it? Next, he built a fire and cooked up a tasty seaweed stew.
"Blimey," said the hungry bunnies. "Where did ye learn that?"
"I found the recipe in Quick and Easy Meals for Marooned Pirates," said Henry. Then he made them all fetching garments from the bits and pieces he had salvaged from the shipwreck.
"We look like gentle bunnies, we do. What swank swashbucklers we are." "Arr, and it's all from them land-loving books," said Black-Ear, shaking his head. Henry taught Black-Ear and the Buccaneer bunnies all kinds of useful things, like how to plant carrots, make the best sandcastles, and build boats out of palm fronds. Soon they built a new ship, which they sailed to the library at the nearby Easter Islands every summer. Here the bunnies spent many happy hours slurping seaweed stew and reading books. "Aye, Buccaneer bunnies will always need books," said Black-Ear.
Henry just turned the page and smiled. And pirates always need good books, don't they? If you're a pirate, I'll bet you're liking to read books too. Well, I am so glad you're here with me today. And guess what? My pirate friend, Miss Anna, is coming up next. And she's got another good pirate book for you and a really cool pirate craft. So for now, mateys, I'll say farewell and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye. Arr.
Hello Storytime friends, welcome back to Summer Storytime. It's me, Miss Anna, and are you ready for another pirate story? Because I have a really good one about two brothers who become pirates looking for colors. So let's get right into it. My story is called Pirate Nap, a book of colors. So let's see if we can spot all the colors. Afternoon on Spyglass Street, pirates fighting in bare feet. A white bandana, one good eye, pirates plunge, pirates spy. So there's our two pirates with a white bandana. Raid a hideout, do a jig, feast on grub, guzzle swig. Oh, what are those two pirates doing now? Looks like they're having a little snack. Yellow treasures buried deep, lucky pirates loot to keep. Look at that, they found some coins in that couch. Time for a nap, rowdy crew. Mighty pirates need to sleep too. Captain sneers, it's a trap. Pirates never ever nap. Oh, do pirates never ever nap? How do they sleep? No surrender coming through. Lots of pirate things to do. Find the ship in the bay. Look for treasures along the way. So off those pirates go, back to their ship. Creeping, quiet, sword in hand, search for the rugged, open land. Avast, a mountain up ahead. Dig up treasure, fluffy, red. Oh, what's this new treasure they found? It looks like a blanket. Spider webs and shadows grow. Follow the map where the breeze blows. Mark the spot, we must be brave. Find green treasure in a cave. Ooh, what's this green treasure they found? Looks like a pair of boots. Another clue, blow me down. A treasure chest, wooden, brown. Pirates' luck, the treasure's big. Yo ho ho, the pirates dig. Look at that, they found a whole chest full of treasures. Singing sailors, hidden cove, thar be that, a treasure cove. Sparkling jewels, orange beads, all the things a pirate needs. Look at that, they found all the jewelry. Man, they are lucky pirates. Hear a scream, what could it be? A purple monster from the sea. That purple monster stole those beads. But is it really a monster? No, it's just their little sister. It grabs the loot, a dirty trick. Catch the monster, hurry, quick. Off they go, chasing the monster. See the ship home at last. Raise the black flag on the mast. So now they're back in their other ship, but it sort of looks like a bed. Tumble in, climb aboard, stash the treasures, stow the sword. Looks like they're putting all their stuff away. They be taking a nap? Lift the anchor, pull the hitch, happy pirates, sleep and rich. Yeah, look at all their treasures they have. They're looking quite sleepy. Calm blue water, brim deep, pirates, monster, sail to sleep. And there they are, all fast asleep in the ship. Even that little purple monster. What a great story. I hope you liked my story about those two brothers who were pirates. I found it really silly, and I loved how the book went over all the colors in the rainbow. But now, since my story's over, I have to show you a really cool craft that you're gonna love. So, my pirate craft is making your very own pirate hat and eye patch, just like a pirate would. So let me show you how it looks. Alrighty, so this is what your pirate hat and your eye patch are gonna look like. All the pieces you need to become your very own pirate. And now I'm going to show you how to make these. Hello everyone, welcome back. So I hope you have all your materials so you can make your pirate hat and pirate eye patch. So first let's start with the hat. So you're going to have to put your thinking caps on because you are going to design your very own hat, logo, and headband. So what I did for my pirate hat, which is right here, so here's my pirate hat, it's a bit of a slope, and then for my logo I'm going to make a skeleton. So I have two bones and then a skeleton head, and then the headband I'm just going to cut strips. So once you have your pirate hat, logo, and headband all set, you know what you're going to do, then you're going to want to draw or trace them onto construction paper. Okay, so once you've designed your hat and your logo and your headband piece, you're going to want to draw them all on your chosen construction paper. So what I did was I made my hat design and I wanted the color black. Then I also drew out my skeleton and its bones, and I wanted that to be white. And then my headband, which is going to go around the back of my head, I also chose as black. So once you have everything designed and it's all on paper, then you're ready to cut it all out. Once you have everything cut out, it's time to start gluing. So I'm going to glue my logo down onto my hat now. So I'm just going to take the skeleton and place it down on my hat. Just like so, okay? So now I'm going to glue down the bones. So there goes the first bone. And now it's time to glue down the second bone. And now I'm just going to do it crisscross, just like so. And there we go. So now you're all done with gluing. It's time to now staple on your headband piece. So beforehand, obviously you want to measure around whoever's head it's going around. Once you have that all measured and cut out, you can now staple it towards the back. So we're going to just take the headband, and all you're going to do is place it down towards the end of the corner, like right here. Then you want to take your staple and then staple it right towards the end. Just like that. So now it's stapled down, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Alrighty, and there we go. That's how you attach the headband, and there is your pirate hat. Okay, so for the eye patch part of the craft now, you're going to want to take a pen and draw out the eye patch either on fun foam or cloth. Either one will work. I just have black fun foam, so it's just a little thicker than construction paper, but construction paper can work as well. I just think the foam is a little more comfortable against the eye. So once you have your material for the actual eye patch, you can draw on the size that you need and you want. So I'm just going to take my pen and draw it across. So there you go, there's my eye patch, and now I'm going to cut it out. So once you have your eye patch all cut out, it's now time to take the scissors. And this is the part where an adult needs to take over, because you're going to need to make slits on the inside of the eye patch, okay? You just need to take your scissors or an X-Acto knife, and you're going to make slits on the edge of the eye patch, okay? As you can see, now you have a slit on this end, so now let's do the same thing on the other end. Okay, now I have my two slits in place, and it's time to take the yarn, as much yarn as you need because it needs to go around your head, and you're just going to weave it through those two holes now. So you're going to just push the yarn through. So it goes in, and then you're going to want to push it out on the other end. And it just goes through the other end, just like that. So now this will be the back side of your eye patch, because the front side will look like this. And then you're just going to want to tie a knot on the back of it so it can go around your head. Alrighty, and here's my pirate hat and my pirate eye patch. And I'm all set to become my very own pirate. I hope you enjoyed making your very own pirate hat and eye patch. I'm sure you're all going to be such great pirates at home. But that's all I have for today. Thank you to Miss Karen for reading her story, and I hope you enjoyed mine as well. But we'll see you next time with more stories and more crafts to come. Bye-bye!